Hey folks, Vic here. And once again, we had lots of Forex scalp trades this past week, so I've made another compilation video for you. And make sure to play this right to the end, and I'll show you some really nice trades that some of our members took today, which is Friday, May the 21st. Okay, and also I was able to record one live trade as well. You'll see that in here. I've been showing these scalp trade setups for a long time now. And I hope you've seen how we're able to take on these trades with very small pip risk and nice profit potential. Okay, and you know, like with any kind of trading, it really boils down to patience and discipline in staying with the approach. Okay, because if you flip around from one system to another, I can tell you right now that you're not going to make it in this business, because no matter what you do or how you trade, every single system has losses and strings of losses, no matter what anyone else, tries to tell you or how juicy their system sounds. Anyway, if you like this video, a thumbs up by hitting the like button would just make my day. Doesn't take much, right? And be sure to subscribe to our channel. There's a subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the video as it's playing. So let's take a look at these trades and make sure to play this right to the end. And again, I'll show you some really nice trades that some of our members took today. All right, let's have a look. Actually, before we get into the trades, I want to show you a brief comment that a member made today, because it gets to the very heart of how it is that traders can fail at this business when it really is preventable. Okay, so she says this: I really like this way of trading, Vic. Have I told you lately? She said it before. I've always gone from one system to the next, to the next, to the next for 5 years. Maybe you can relate. I've only been doing this system, nothing else, nothing wavering off course. It's amazing how clear it gets. Boring, LOL, but satisfying. I'm telling you, this is a very important comment that she made, and I want to give a shout out to her. I'm just so thrilled to see how good she's gotten at so many of the key elements that you need for successful trading, like discipline and patience and the ability to find good levels for trading at. She's gotten great at that. And just the tenacity to stay with one thing and stop system jumping. Okay, it's just excellent. And as she says, it's boring but satisfying. Okay, awesome. Let's get to the trades. Hey folks, Vic here, and I'm just going to show you a bunch of trades. I cover 9 pairs in my scalp level videos that I produce for our members every day. And what I do is I show them levels that we're looking to scalp at. And these are levels that are daily / 4-hour levels that have really good reactions off of them. And so, like when I have this level chosen right here, it's because there was a hard reaction off of that. We use the closing prices. So that's why I have that one marked. And this one's marked because when price came down to it, when it left this area, look, it took its higher highs, higher lows, swing breaks, everything. That's a strong level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you our entry time frame, which is the 15-minute chart over the past few days, just using these levels, nothing else. So I'm not going into any depth about any filtering that you might want to do or anything. I just want you to see the effectiveness of using these kind of levels when you learn how to draw them properly, and how you can make pips around them pretty consistently. And when you don't, we can usually get out for break even on these trades, okay, or a small win. So to start off, this is the beginning of the week right here, and then this is all of Monday, and this is all of Tuesday. And you can see price opened up here, it came down, and here's our first touch back to here. And again, I'm not considering trend on the higher time frames or anything. I'm just showing you how we use these levels. And this particular trade right here, this is a break even for us, the way that we manage our risk, at least the way that I recommend new members to manage their risk, because there's different ways to manage risk. I have to provide a way that is objective and that keeps people's money safe as I possibly can. And so by having a few objective rules about managing a trade once you're in it, it really helps. Otherwise, I'm going to get swamped with questions about, what do I do now? How about now? Well, what about this trade? What's going to, So the main thing is to handle the initial risk in the trade. How can we remove it? And then where can we take an initial profit to fund the trade, to start making some money? So this is a break-even trade. There is then this swing break, and you could have another sell right here, produced a very, very good move down. Another reaction from here. We're getting, this is the rollover period where we don't want to be fooling around too much in this, but you can see that there was actually more reactions off of this level after that. Price rallied up. This is today, the current trade, or the current day, which is, I'm recording this on May the 18th, which is Tuesday. Price comes down. I actually recorded this one. It'll be the next video that you see here. And this came down here. The stop was never hit, and we have specific ways for stops, by the way. Then this thing bounced around, and using some of the objective criteria we have for stop losses, it's a break-even trade. I actually took it off for break-even. Everything else is hindsight after that. You know, you can say, well, why didn't you just put a stop under here and it went up and you could have made, yes, I could have. Or if it had gone straight down, I'd be looking like pretty smart right now. You don't know, and you have to make decisions in real time and be consistent with it and not jump around because something did something one day and then something else the next day. Be consistent, okay, and how you analyze things. I'm not saying it was bad to do that, but it's just another technique. On the Aussie US dollar pair, so on the, let's go right to the entry time frame. I won't bother with all of these higher time frame levels because that's not the point of this video. I just want to show you reactions. So the week opens up. Nothing got hit yesterday at all. Today we hit this level here. Nice reaction, and you can see that. And then it broke through. All right, broke through these swing breaks, and here's another buy level right in here. That's profitable. And it finally caved in below here, rallies up. Another profitable trade here, and it comes all the way back, and now this is current price. We're just rallying back up here again. So just observe how price is reacting at these levels. I want to try to give you some sort of confidence that how these levels work and that they're as effective as I claim they are. Okay, here is the euro yen pair. The week opens up, it gaps down, rallies up perfectly to this level here, and what a nice move down that was. That's a nice big fat win on that one. And then this is the new day. Price rallies up. These dotted vertical lines are the day separators. Rallies up. This is another break-even trade. Breaks higher, comes down to right to this level here. What a perfect trade that is. Another winning trade going up there. Okay. And I'm not going to. Don't worry about the size of the wins or you know, all that kind of stuff. I just want to again reiterate the effectiveness of using these lines. Here is the euro US dollar pair. I'd marked all these levels. These support resistance levels, or significant necklines as we call them, are posted well in advance of price ever getting to them. So we know in advance where we're going to trade. Price opens up the week right here, comes down. What does it do? It misses the entry here. Too bad. Just missed the long entry. Goes up. Perfect. What a sell. And another nice move down there. The new day opens up. Hits it again. All of this bouncing around. This is a break-even trade, folks. And then nothing else after that. British pound, Japanese yen. Never touched anything yesterday or today. British pound, US dollar. Never touched. Oh, pardon me. It did touch. We had a resistance level hit here. This was after the London close, where I keep telling people price usually doesn't move a lot after the London close. It drifts around, and that's exactly what happened. This is a break-even trade for sure. The stop never got hit. And because this is rollover, you do not want to be in during rollover because the spreads get crazy. And then today, nothing has happened. The New Zealand yen pair, this one's been active, I'll tell you. If we go to the beginning of the week, so price opens up, comes down. Okay, this would be a losing trade because there's no way to mitigate the loss on that one. And it did not make the first take profit on that one. It just missed it. So just call it a losing trade. Hits the support level here or here, whichever one. In any event, this is a break-even trade as well. Drops, rallies back. This would have been a good sell, but it never made it. The day opens up today. This is the first level hit. All of this price action in here and here, it doesn't go anywhere. That's a break-even trade. Goes up to the next level that we've got marked. Nice trade there. And has a swing break, so you could do a retest sell here. And there's another one that moved down a lot. Depending on your trade management, this could also be a break-even trade. And if you're looking for a buy down into here, that was this trade's still ongoing. Okay. So the New Zealand US dollar pair is next, and that one opens up, comes down, and goes straight through here, stopped out, full loss, nothing you can do about that one. And then the next day opens up. Here's our first level that we're going to react off of. See, notice how it didn't react off of here at all. Look what it did here the next day. So we leave these in here, and because they're still significant levels. And this is a break-even trade. I don't think it ever made the profit target. Came up to here. Here's another one. Just chop, chop, chop. Does nothing. You do not lose on a trade like this. Next level up, there's a sell right here. And that turned out to be pretty good. It just kept going down. And again, depending how you manage the trade, because these black horizontal lines are daily levels. There's daily significant levels, so they're good places to take profits. And if so depending how you handle this, again, I'm being vague because everybody does this a bit differently. But these levels, if you were just a buyer here, that's a loss. If you bought it here, that is either a break even, or depending again how you manage your risk. If you want it objectively, it's a break even trade. If you use other methods, you're still in this trade. And on the U.S. Canadian dollar pair, we have a this pair here. When the week opened up right here, it rallies up, comes down to here. This is a buy. That's a profit. Okay, you could take another one here. That's a profit, and it finally caves in down here, and it hasn't been back to anything since. Okay, so again, all I'm wanting to show you is how price reacts around these levels that I keep telling you about and that I post for our members, because they're very effective and you can develop a good trading campaign. The problem right now, these first few days at least, there's just been very, very lackluster price action. Like, these levels are being hit, price is reacting, but they're really not reacting enough to get a good move. We will, rest assured, we definitely will. But they happen regularly enough that you can get some very nice high reward risk trades out of them. But you just have to keep putting your line in the water, because eventually you'll get some really nice fat moves on them, and it makes the overall campaign very effective. Okay, so these are trades from May the 17th and 18th, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Hey folks, apologies, I started this a little bit late again, but I just got filled long on the Aussie yen pair. This is a pair that's trending higher and higher, and yeah, so we're being long is the preferred way to be anyway. So we'll see what happens. You never know, especially with scalping and that. But we have a good level this is a daily chart. This is a very good, what we call a significant neckline. Look how hard price dropped after closing here. So it becomes a level that we're interested in watching to see how reactions. You can see lots of reactions around this level here, and these are the ones that I provide for our members every day. And so certainly not out of the woods on this one. Right now it's against us, so keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. Okay, little update here. So let me just bring the 15-minute chart up. So you see how I got in right here at this line here at 84.82, and it closed against me here, then it was fine here, then against me again. And so this gets down to trade management. Now it's really, really important for your trading. So as a precaution, and again, there's just different ways to handle these trades, but what I've done is I've removed part of my position here at break even, so I have a much less risk in this trade now, and put my stop just under here, and then I still have some left in case it does start to go up, because it's still a pair in a good strong uptrend, and I'd like to be long on this. So it gives me the protection of not being fully committed to it, and yet at the same time I still have a position left that I can ride up and see what happens, assuming it goes up. So let's just see what happens. Okay, a little update here. So when we get the price kind of closing against us a little bit, we have trade management protocols, and one of them is that you can simply take the trade off for a break-even trade, because you want these things to get going, especially when we're scalping. We're not taking a long-term trade here. We want things to get going fairly quickly. So alternatively, you can let me just get the 15-minute up here. You can take part of your position off and move your stop down to here. You see what's happened though is prices come up. So for those that have kept this trade, we've hit this level right here. Now we got very, very close to our first take profit level. It just missed it by like a pip, and we hit this opposing level here, and we're still, you know, kind of trending down on this pair. So as a precaution, another trade management idea is to just simply put your stop to break even and give yourself a free look. And so that's what I've done here. Let's just see what happens with it. Okay, just cap this off. So I never did get my second profit, or my first profit target actually, and I'm completely out of this trade now for break even. It's just, you know, you have to manage a trade. Everything that happens now is hindsight. I have no idea what this is going to do, but we have protocols for it, and we were able to take the trade off for break even when there's just nothing going on with this. I mean, so, you know, we'll see what happens now, but that's a real live trade, and that's exactly what we do with it. And so we'll see what happens. Hope that was somewhat useful, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks. Hey folks, I'm going to stay on the theme of just showing you how price reacts around reaction levels that that we identify, and how we can trade them. And I'll just, what I'm going to do is just show you the 15-minute charts. And I didn't get any recordings done on Wednesday, May the 19th. So today's Thursday, May the 20th, 2021. And so I'll cover both days here. It doesn't take too long. And just show you how price reacts around the levels that we identify and how we can use them to profit from them. So, and of course, I post these levels every day for our members, and so we're all on the same page, and we have this chat room, of course, that's interactive, that we can chit-chat, and I can do little flash webinars for them or whatever they need. Anyway, here we go. So the prior day, which is Wednesday, this was a lot of break-even trades in here. Actually, this first trade here was a profitable trade, and then these are all break-even trades the way that we manage our risk. Big move down. There was another profitable trade down into here when price hit this support. This pair's in a big uptrend, so you know, there was a decent trade in there, and then it went back down and up and fooled around. This is the rollover in here. There was just nothing else in this pair today or yesterday. Today, this is rollover, this vertical dashed line here, and none of the levels got hit. Nothing happened. Okay, nothing to do. Aussie US dollar, it was kind of a similar story yesterday on the 19th of May, where we had a lot of up and down movement in here, and just nothing with any conviction that got going, and until here, where price finally, you know, because if you're selling in these levels in here, these are fine trades. We got some little swing breaks, but they just didn't get going, and the way that we manage things, you're out for either a very small loss or break even. Well, mostly a break even on these trades, and then we have another established price here, and then another sell up in here, and this turned out to be a pretty big trade on this one. So yeah, today price opens up, and we just simply got nothing. We didn't hit any of our levels. Here's a level we're looking to buy at. Here's a level we're looking to sell at. Okay, and you know, it's important that you choose the right level, because you can find levels all over the place and go, hey, why not this level? Why not that level? And so that's one thing that's important to learn about. On the Euro-Yen pair, this is a break-even trade in here. This is a big, strong uptrend on this pair. Buying it here was a full loss. As it closed and established below here, we had another potential sell rate here. And yeah, that trade, this trade would have been a profitable trade as it came all the way down to there. Another sell right up in here. This is getting close to rollover, and we don't really like trading too close to rollover, because the price can get a little bit more erratic, and especially at rollover, the spreads widen. It's ridiculous. Price opens here for the day, for today's trading day, and we just never hit any levels today. Nothing happened. British pound Japanese yen pair. This pair, the prior day, opened here and came all the way down, hit this level support absolutely perfectly. What a nice move up that was. And it came down again today. And this is in a big uptrend too, by the way, this pair on the higher time frames. Came down, missed it today. We didn't hit any other levels. Nothing to do. British pound US dollar pair. Here's the rollover from the prior day. Price goes like this, comes down, hits the level. Nice little bounce. Profitable trade. And you see how we're still making lower highs on the 15-minute. Bit of a warning sign here. Comes down again for a second time, and not one that we like to take, especially when we're getting closer to rollover like this. Today, price opens up, hits this level, and this was a short here, which We have members taking this one here, and nice move down. Keep in mind, this is in a big uptrend, and price came down to this level right here, which, you know, it's not a bad, this is over a 2-to-1 reward risk on a counter trend trade. Nothing wrong with that. And it finally comes back up again here without taking this swing out or closing below it or anything, and comes back up. So taking a second time back on a trade like that is a little bit, if you did, it's a full loss, but not one that we looked at taking. On the New Zealand yen pair, oh boy, this pair yesterday was less so much. Look at all this chop at the beginning of the session here, and these are all break-even trades. Just nothing happened. And finally, we get this nice little swing break right here, and we were looking to sell it here, which it didn't rally for us, unfortunately. Now this pair is in an uptrend, so a buy right here is not a bad trade, but you know, again, we're just making lower highs and lower lows all the way along. So you know, you're into this thing for almost an hour, not going anywhere. It's a good one to take off for break even if able, and if not, it's a full loss. Okay, and then here's another down here is a buying opportunity down here, and that was a losing trade as well. So now I got to tell you something. During this period up in here, when I get to my computer, the markets were incredibly wild. And I told everybody in the room, in the chat room, that I was going to be standing aside because of that volatility, and I stayed out of this, all of this. I didn't take any of these trades. And that's the advantage of, you know, having an active community like that. I can just tell somebody right away, tell our members right away, hey, you know, here's what's going on, here's what I see. I don't want to be trading in this environment. And that just takes a bit more experience in your development and everything. But you know, I try to give, well, I do give very objective ways to handle trade management, but there's also environmental conditions that set up that preclude me from wanting to get into any trading. So today opens up, it was much more stable. This was a good sell up in here and a nice move down. Again, depending on how you handle your trade management, you could be out for break even, and then this happened. That's trading, folks. You know, you can't, this is all hindsight. But in real time, you have to have trade management protocols that you follow, and I provide them to make them very objective, but that doesn't mean you can't develop your own ways of doing things once you get some experience behind you. And there was another sell up in here, which was a second time. I didn't take this one either, which would have ended up break even, and then this happened. Huh? You know, like I say, you can look back on all this in great hindsight and say what you should have done. That's just not the way trading works. More of this chop on the New Zealand US dollar pair. And finally, we're looking for a sell here. Oh, it didn't quite make it. And what a nice drop. Another bounce off of support here, but this is right near rollover. And then finally, let's go back to that one again. Sorry about that. Today, we open up, come down, touch this line perfectly. With a front run, you probably got filled. Maybe not, depending on your dealing platform. And a very, very nice move to the upside. And finally, on the US Canadian dollar pair, again, we were getting into some extreme volatility with the stock markets and things whipping around. It was just I've seen these before in my trading career, and I stand aside. I don't mind missing trades. And, you know, you can miss some winning trades. You can also sidestep some losing trades. The US Canadian dollar was a case in point. There was a sell here. This would have been stopped out using our stop loss rules. But all this volatile action here was just not something I was interested in trading at. Today, everything comes out much more stable, and price hits this level here, and this is a level. This is a counter trend trade. Okay, this is in a big downtrend. The U.S. Canadian dollar pair on the weekly and the daily, and this is a break-even trade. Okay, no question about that one. And there actually is another little sell right here following this price action. That's very subtle. Which would have also been a break-even trade. And then it comes down, you know, are you going to take another trade in here? Well, if you did, you got a lot of candles here not doing anything. This is another break-even trade as well, and then a big move to the downside. Okay, so that was a lot of information in a short period of time, but I just want you, again, to see the levels we trade at, how we trade at them, the importance of trade management. And, yeah, I hope you find that helpful. Thank you. Hey folks, let me just show you the scalp levels that we used and traded off of for Friday, May the 21st, as I'm recording this. end of the week, and yeah, pretty nice finish to the end of the week here. And this is a level. Again, I'm just going to show you levels and how they react. I think it's really, I really want to impress upon you the value of using these and how we can effectively scalp with them and be consistently profitable with them. Anyway, obviously, they don't all work, but the way we manage our trades, we can almost always get risk out of the trade, turn it into a free trade or a super low risk trade at least. In any event, I'll just show you for example on this Aussie yen pair. This is a level we've been watching for a long time. There's a lot of reaction off of it. And so let's go have a look at the 15-minute chart on a few of these things. This trade was taken today by one of our members, and she bought it actually right down here. We have there's a few different ways to enter these trades. They're all effective. They all work. Everybody does things a bit differently. They're more comfortable with certain ways. Well, she bought it right down here. And what a move up she got on this one. Turned out really good. I think she ended up with about a 36 pip profit, something like that, with an 11 pip risk. Super nice. On the euro yen pair, there's nothing on the Aussie US dollar. We just didn't hit any of our levels today, so there's nothing to talk about. And there's another point. You don't have to trade a lot of pairs to do well with this. I mean, you just have to focus in on a few. There's trades. I mean, just on the 9 pairs that I cover every day, there are trades daily on these. Okay, I don't think we've had a day where there hasn't been trades. So, there's lots of trades. Okay, euro yen. This is in a big uptrend, this pair. So we had a level right here. This never got stopped out. This is a trade that we would definitely want to take off for break even because it was going against this and a lot of time and so on. Then it breaks below here, breaks below this swing. There's a potential sell right here. Another swing break, and we would be looking to sell this again here. And what a nice move down that one was. On the British pound, let me show nothing on the euro US dollar today. On the British pound Japanese, the British pound Japanese yen, there was no trade on it today. But look at the British pound US dollar. We're at this, we're at a level that is at weekly, and this should be a weekly chart here. Whoops. Weekly, and this should be 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm getting these kind of mixed up here. But we're at a weekly and daily level of resistance, so that catches our attention. And on the 15-minute chart, we had this rally up to that daily level, and what a reaction. We had several members take this trade. What a nice move down that was. Lots of places to take profit along here for a really good reward risk trade. On the New Zealand yen pair, we had a similar situation where we had a buy down here, never got stopped out. And here's where it gets down to trade management. An objective way to trade it would get you out at break even down here, even though this big move happened, which is 100% hindsight. Okay, everybody will say, "Oh, we bought here and we got out up here." No, that's BS. Okay, you have to be honest about how you would handle the trade. There are other ways to handle trades besides getting out for break even. I went over some of that today with our members, and where you can still catch these moves. Same as this one here. This is another good sell up into here. And then look at the move down. Look how we're bouncing off the support again. I mean, this is the value of using these levels when you use them effectively here. And then on the New Zealand US dollar pair, we didn't have any trade today. And on US Canadian dollar pair, oh gee, we were trying to, this is in a huge downtrend, but we were actually going to look to take a counter trend trade. Some of the things that are important are that we're at a major level of support on this pair on a monthly chart. Now we're scalping, so who cares about the monthly? Well, it's just a first clue that maybe we're going to start to get a bounce on this pair, because if we don't, we got a lot further down to head on this pair. So you can still get some good counter trend scalp trades on these. So anyway, nothing on that one today. So yeah, that's what we did. Hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next week with another weekly trade video. Thanks. Alrighty, thanks as always for taking the time to watch this video. If this kind of trading is appealing to you, join our service for a month, and you'll see for yourself how we pick up these trades in real time. It's just a great community of traders, really nice people in there, very non-intimidating. And don't worry, I'll provide the scalp levels for you each day, and eventually you'll get good at finding them on your own, which is great. Okay, and one more thing. In the comments, let me know if there's a topic that you would like me to do a video on. I'd be happy to do that. Thanks again, everyone. And yeah, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel. And no matter what you do, thank you again for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. Have a great weekend. See you next week.